Okay, we are drafting the back bodice sloper, and this video is demonstrating figure 8 from your textbook. We're on page 43. So we are going to go through 3 little bullet points for this figure 8. The first one wants us to draw from J to M. So right here, this little point right here is letter J, and M is just a little bit down. They want us to square down 3/16 inch. So why? Why are we squaring down 3/16 inch? They don't really explain why, but I'm assuming it's because they want to add a little contour, because this is going to be our waistline that we're going to draw. And when we wear it, we want our waistline to look like it's parallel to the floor, like perfectly straight. But when a pattern is flat, it's going to be curved. But when you wrap it around a cylinder, it has to kind of be curved flat to look straight when it's wrapped around, I guess. So it's this contour line that when it's flat, it looks curved, but when you sew it up and wear it, it actually looks perfectly straight. It's kind of crazy. So they're just estimating 3/16 inch. I mean, this is always something you could change later during your fitting. So let's zoom in. This is our point. I'm going to grab my little selection tool just to kind of select it. Keyboard shortcut Z. And to square down, all I have to do is right click, and I can say add perpendicular line. I'm going to pick the y-axis, and it says 1 inch. Gosh, so we want to do 3/16, and I don't know the decimal formula for that. I'm embarrassed to say, but that's okay. The calculator, 3 divided by 16. The decimal formula, now again, CLO only does 3 digits, so I'm going to have to round this 7 because it's a 5. 5 or higher, you round up, so 0.188 is what I will type in. There we are, 0.188. And that looks good. Okay, so we took care of that. That was our first little bullet point. And that's going to be letter M, this little bottom guy. Okay. Okay, wait, is that right? Or did I actually do it the wrong way? Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done the y-axis. I should have done the x. Oops. Okay, no worries. Let's just do it again. Right click, perpendicular line, X. Yeah! And it's going inside the pattern, but I actually want to go outside. So I'm going to say, don't extend, I'm going to say both. And then I'm going to type in 1.88, or 0.188 inches. Okay, cool. So I don't need this top one. It just kind of automatically did it on the inside. I only need it on the outside. So, okay, so now this point here is J, and this little guy is M, I guess. Okay. Our next bullet point says M to N, which is our side length. So why don't I zoom out a little bit? Zoom in, option, I'm holding panning. So they want us to do M, the bottom one, so we get that little bit of contour shape in the waistline. We're going to do M to somewhere over here, and that's going to be our side seam. So in order to draw our side seam, we need to take our side length measurement, number 11 from our chart. The size I'm working on is 8 3/4, and draw a line. Okie dokie. So why don't I zoom in a little bit? Okay, see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to get an internal line. Keyboard shortcut G. I'm going to click the bottom one. And then I want to hit this line somewhere, and it needs to be 8 3/4. So where am I at right now? That's 10. That's too much. 8.75. Here I'm just going to right click right now. Oh, it's so close. 8.74. So I'll just change that to 5. Say okay. Then I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, I'm on the line. That's totally fine. Cool. I didn't really need to move it. You can move it if you're not on it, and just double check after you move it that it's still 8 3/4 or whatever measurement it was supposed to be. Okay. So the third little bullet point in figure 8 is L to O. Okay, so L is in the middle of our 2 little dart legs. We're going to go straight up to mark O. So they want to square up from L 1 inch less than whatever N to M is. Okay, so our N to M was 8 3/4. So 1 inch less would be 7 3/4. So I'm going to select this point, right click, and we're going to do our add perpendicular. We'll do y-axis, and I think Y is right. I always get this wrong. Am I right? No, I don't know. Is Y right or X is right? I'm going to say cancel. I think it's supposed to be X. Why can I not get this yet? I'm really a great teacher for you guys. Okay, X. We don't need to extend it. We don't need both. We just need it to be 7 3/4 because that's 1 inch less than what our end-to-end measurement was. Okay, so 7.75 for us. Okay. So in the book, this crosses that B to G line. On mine, it does not. So don't worry about it. I've seen in the classroom this not crossing a lot too, so I don't think it's a big deal. I wouldn't worry about it. Now we want to draw dart legs from O, 1/8 inch past I and K. Okay, so they want us to go 1/8 inch past I and K. So what's the easiest way to do that in CLO? I guess we should get our internal line tool, letter G, and then click right here. If we go right here, that's 7.85. So, okay, 7.785. 7.785 plus 1/8 inch is 0.125. So they want our line 7.91. Okay, good to know. that's 8. Okay, I'm gonna right click. 7.91. Great. Okay, cool. So let's do it again here. And I will right click. Yeah, just get rid of that one and we're good. And then I can hit return. Okay. Now they want us to draw slightly curved lines from K to M. So this is K to M was down here, slightly curved, and then also slightly curved from I, which is this guy, all the way to B. And again, this is just our hip line. So it's supposed to be kind of a contoured curved line. But when you sew it up, it looks perfectly straight as it wraps around your waist, okay? So to do that, I'm gonna get, I think I'll just, oh, I know. Why don't I, no. I think I'm gonna draw just a line for now, just to connect it. I'm gonna hit return, and then I'm gonna pick this guy, and go down here. Okay, and hit return. To add a curve, I guess I can click this little guy up here, C, and just maybe it will let me do it. I don't know. It's got to be ever so slight. That's fine. I don't want to do too much. Okay, cool. All right, well, that concludes figure 8.